Welcome, folks, to Glendale, Arizona and State Farm Stadium, site of this year's Verbo Fiesta Bowl, which, of course, is part of the college football playoff. We've reached the semifinal stage, one last hurdle to clear before the national championship game. And we'll find out here today which side has the toughness and the depth to keep driving toward that ultimate goal, the chance to raise that gold trophy over their heads. As we'll see the number 12 seed in this playoff, the Oregon Ducks, taking on the top-seeded team in the playoff, the Florida Gators. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined by Kirk Herbstreit. It's been a tremendous college football playoff so far, and it's down to this, the semifinals. Which team will head on to the national championship game? Kickoff team out there. We are about to get cranked up for this semifinal collision. Return begins inside the 10. And the return man brought down. That's decent yardage on that return. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? From the shotgun, it's a handoff.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Give it to the back again. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
With the defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
They'll try to keep the opening drive going here. It's 3rd down and 2. And the play is good enough for a first down. They'll move the ball to the 44.
That's how you keep the opening drive alive right there. Good, hard, tough running to be able to pick up that first down on the 3rd down conversion.
And here's the handoff. He's tackled just short of the midfield line at the 49.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
Important 2nd down play coming up. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. He stopped just short of that first down marker, inches away from it.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this 3rd down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
Can he get there on the ground? They get him at the 42, good enough for a first down.
Boy, with all this build-up and hype of this playoff game, this defense has got to do a better job at the line of scrimmage. That's another first down. They had their chance there on 3rd down, but they do not want this to become an ongoing trend against this offense. They're just too good.
Trying to create outside the pocket now. Intercepted, picked off by the defense.
Sometimes that primetime game, the whole nation is watching, brings out some extra energy, some nerves. Maybe the quarterback is feeling that a little bit. I did not expect him to throw a pick, especially on the opening drive.
Big guys up front, line up. It's first down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defense coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face. Well, a lot of times when a quarterback sees man defense, he wants to get the ball out of his hands as quickly as possible, put the ball in the hands of one of their best playmakers, and hope that he can break a tackle or two on the outside and get a big play.
Looking right, this one caught. They've got him, but that completion good enough for first down yardage.
You know, on 3rd down, the key to me is the offensive line, the pass protection, because you know that you're going to throw and the defense knows that you're going to throw. It's a matter of can you protect your quarterback and give him the time, and then can the receivers win on the outside? They're able to do that, move those sticks. It's a first down.
Bucs look to keep this drive moving. From the shotgun, handoff inside. Fighting off the defender. And he's brought down, but that strong stiff arm earned him the first down.
Nice job here by this back picking up the first down and living up to the legacy that they have in Eugene. There have been so many good backs. I mean, the list goes on and on, but right off the top of my head, you got to start with Kenyon Barner and Michael James and throw in DeAnthony Thomas. What a golden era it was for the Oregon Ducks when it came to running backs. And they're still trying to live up to that to this day.
They'll run it here. Running back has the ball. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Well, they don't block the defensive end and show some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
He's not going to get the first down. It's 4th down now. The Ducks will have to kick it away. And he should be able to pin them back deep here with his first punt. And the Florida offense retakes the field. This offense trying to bounce back the last possession and then in a pick. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. The gain is 3. Now it's 2nd down and 7.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
From the shotgun, here's an inside give. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first.
Well, nice first down here by this running back, and what he's doing today makes me reflect on some of the great backs that they've had over the years in Gainesville. Emmitt Smith, arguably one of the best backs, if not the best back in the history of the game. Damian Pierce more recently, but even guys like Eric Rhett and Fred Taylor, just really talented running backs with the ability to take it to the house.
He has first down yardage at the 46.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
The Gators have 1st and 10 here. And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. It's a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
And that run produces a decent gain.
But I feel like they called that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run. But look at this. Put themselves in a perfect 3rd down situation. It's much more manageable. Now we'll see if they can convert.
Can he make it to the marker? Stop at the 43. This offense picks up another first down.
Because I just love to see this offensive line and this running game able to establish themselves. This back is already over 50 yards. We're in the first half, so really good job of establishing the run game. Opens up the play action.
Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, Florida.
Chris, all week I wondered if this back might get loose and come up with a big play like this. The defense had their back turned, couldn't really see where he was. By the time they realized it, he just had too much speed, and he's able to take it to the end zone.
So they'll try to add the lead now with the PAT. PAT is good. They jump in front, 7-0. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And so it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. The Ducks' powerful offense is back on the field. They were forced to punt it away last time, so let's see if they can get clicking in this possession. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Hey, this defense continues to just be physical at the line of scrimmage. Offense can't do anything on the ground, and by doing that, this defense is allowing their defensive front to get pressure on the quarterback. Every time they drop back to throw, they become a one-dimensional offense.
Handoff in a single back formation. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. Lets it fly to the wideout. And that one's picked off. What a play. Going the other way, can they stop him? Touchdown, Gators. And the defense adds 6 with the interception return. And the interception taken to the house, a pick 6, potential game-changing play there.
Man, nothing gets a defense, and especially a defensive coordinator, more fired up than a pick 6. And let's not forget, give credit to some of those other defenders for making some key blocks to spring that touchdown loose.
And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. Bringing it out, it's McClellan. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. Here's the first play of the drive now. They're backed up at their own 14. Ending off on the draw play. Defense makes the tackle with the clock running. That'll probably be the final play of this first quarter. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. Send the back in motion. Looking to pass here. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up third down.
It has been a tough first half in this playoff game for this offense. They cannot get anything going through the air. Not only they down the scoreboard, but there's really nothing to build around as we get ready to go into the second half.
So a tricky situation here. Third and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. He's hit as he throws it. Oh, the pass is picked off. After a short return, he's tackled at the 18. What an enormous takeaway by this defense.
Well, your best player's got to make big plays in these kind of moments, and that's what happened right here with this defensive back. The offense in a tie game in the red zone, looking at points, and instead, the defense with the interception. In a tie game, their offense now has the ball.
The gain is 4, so it's 2nd and 6.
Chris, it's the consistency of his back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
Crucial. Third down coming up in the red zone. Can they keep the drive going, or will they have to settle for 3? Ball handed off. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
The defense made a good play there, but needs to string along more stops like that against this running back if they want to be able to win this game. The run game has looked good in the first half, but maybe that won't be the case from now on.
The field goal is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
So after adding to this big lead, they'll set to kick it away. fielded in the end zone. It's McClellan. He steps out of bounds at the 14. That's where the drive will start. And that powerful Oregon offense retakes the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. He's past the marker and still going. Breaks clear. End zone ahead. Inside the 30. At the 10 now. Takes it all the way to the house. Touchdown, Oregon.
Oh, my. What a great play call here by the offensive coordinator. The running back received some great blocking up front and just took off with it, carving up this defense all the way to the end zone.
PAT makes it a 17-7 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the Gators offense retakes the field. Last time out, they moved the ball well, but had to settle for a chip shot field goal. Powering right past the defender.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance at a really nice gain.
Tailback takes the handoff again. They stop him, but it's a first down.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Offense goes to the pistol formation now.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice, solid gain.
There's the tackle, but first down yardage.
Well, Chris, you think about over the years with the Gators and their offense, it's always about Steve Spurrier and spreading it out and fun and gun and attacking downfield. But I think these great Gator teams, they have an ability to do what we just saw right here. Pick up a first down on the ground, relying on that offensive line and their running back.
And the runner brought down after just a short gain.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
They get the senior to the ground, but it's a nice run there.
Hey, whether it's been on the inside or bouncing things to the outside, this guy has shown you everything that he has to offer, and a big part of the reason why they're enjoying this nice lead.
And the Gators with first and 10 here. An inside give now from the shotgun. A gain of 2 yards. Now it's second down and 8.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held them just to 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Handoff here from the shotgun. And just a short gain this time. They're able to get him down. Offense gets set up here. It's third down. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. To the air, it's Lagway. And he finds his tight end for the catch. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
Well, this is what you see all over college football and even up, obviously, in the NFL. These tight ends are really recruited as big receivers, and they can get one-on-one matchups, and they've got speed after the catch. This is a short throw. You can see what he does after the catch, and he is a tough matchup for whether it's a safety, a nickel, or a linebacker.
Well, they test the middle there, but get nothing.
Maybe this stop is an indicator of what's to come for this defense. The offense, frankly, has been able to enforce their will in the first half, but maybe things are starting to change.
Handoff inside, looking for the touchdown. And they finally stop him at the 3. The offense really threatening now.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here, and he's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
Here's a run call on 3rd and goal. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain.
Well, Chris, we're still here in the first half, but you got to wonder after that stop there on 3rd down. Now we got a 4th down situation, and now you're in the red zone. I wonder, you want to take the 3 points the easy way, or do you roll the dice, try to take a chance, and try to come up with a touchdown?
So now on 4th down, out comes the field goal unit. He was successful on his first try. This is just a chip shot from 21 yards out, right down the middle, and they add to their lead.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the Oregon offense comes back out on the field. The last possession was a one-play touchdown drive on the ground. See if the offensive line can continue to create some big lanes. He moves the ball across the 20 to the 22.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Defense able to stop the ball carrier there.
Well, Chris, this is going to set up a big 3rd down now for this offense. They're down early in the game. All the hype and the pressure on a playoff game. You don't want to dig yourselves too big of a hole. They got to keep this drive alive, so they need to convert right here.
Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. Looking for his big tight end. He's picked for a 3rd time tonight. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Boy, Chris, he hesitated just enough to give the defense a chance to get in position and come up with a big turnover.
And the Florida offense is back out on the field now. This offense has been clicking so far. They get aggressive, go for more before halftime. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. He's looking to scramble. Slides to avoid the big hit.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play, bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
Dropping back, it's Lagway. Quick throw, catch made on the out route. Runner scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards.
Anytime a quarterback and a receiver are in sync, you got a chance to make a very successful play. Great job here by the offense.
Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. And they stop him just short of the end zone. The offense set up with a 1st and goal now.
Chris, what I love here is just vision by the running back. Showing great patience, the hole opens up, and then he's able to use his speed to pick up some good yards.
The Gators line it up with 1st and goal.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
The big fullback's got it here. Fights his way in for the score. Touchdown, Florida.
Chris, you don't see it often, but how much do I love seeing that fullback get a touchdown. He blocks all the time. They rarely give him a chance to get his hands on the ball, and when he does, he's rewarded with 6 points.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. So the offense gets momentum scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get a stop and preserve that momentum. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. And the powerful Ducks offense retakes the field. Backed up this close to the end zone in the final minute. Let's see if they just decide to take care of the football and look toward the second half. He moves the ball across the 20 to the 22. The timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter. Second down after that previous play. And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. And it's incomplete. The trickery fails there. And now it's third down coming up. See if the offense can move the chains off that incompletion. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
And the Ducks line up on 1st and 10 now. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. He's escaping the pocket now. Makes the catch downfield. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain. The Ducks will crank up the tempo. First down. They're going to throw the football. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
He just has to be protected better than that. He's the guy who can shift the tenure of a game. It's the offensive line's job to ensure he's kept clean.
Offense lines up for a second down play off the incompletion. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Under pressure, just lets it go. Able to throw it away. He felt the heavy pressure, took a hit, but got rid of the football.
How about the defense's effort here? You're dealing with one of the more athletic quarterbacks in the country. Anytime he scrambles, you better have 3 or 4 guys pursuing the football. They do a good job of affecting his rhythm by pressuring him to the whistle.
Drops back, needing a third down completion here. He's moving out of the pocket. He's going to take off. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down.
Nice job of this defense taking away the primary receiver, even the second and third option. But the quarterback's legs are the difference. They almost kept him short, but instead, he gets that first down.
So on first down, the field goal unit will come out there trying to get 3 points before the half. This try is no good. And that will keep the deficit at 20.
That's a missed opportunity for some points here. The way they were moving the football, I thought maybe a touchdown, at the very least 3 points, but instead, he shanks it.
That wasn't alert enough. Didn't get the playoff. That'll cost him 5 yards. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? So clearly the offense content to take this lead into halftime. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Gators will kick this away to begin the second half. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. Fresh set of downs to the offense. First down. And they'll start the third quarter here on the ground. That's a nice wrap-up there by the junior.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Here's the second down play. Takes the handoff again. And they'll stop him after a short gain. Urgency now for the offense that hate to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. The back's got it. And he will make the first down. Tackled at the 26.
Well, much like what we saw in the first half, Chris, of this playoff game, no adjustments, go right back to giving his running back to football. He's had a monster day and continues to get positive yards.
The shotgun running play call. A quick juke. That's good for a first down near the 40.
Well, anytime you're down at halftime, you get your minds together, you try to make some adjustments, and try to get things heading in a better direction. This offense is off to a great start after this play right here.
The Ducks pick up enough to get a first down there. Now they'll switch it up, looking to throw the ball here. Beautiful catch right near the sideline. Gets the foot down. He's marked out of bounds after an excellent game, but there is a flag on the field. This one might be coming back. The Ducks come to the line to start a fresh set of downs.
Check, check.
Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What is an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Talking about quickness, that play is absolutely blown up in no time.
Chris, I don't know if that's a misassignment by the offensive lineman or just really good instincts there by the defender, but that play is good.
And the senior making a disruptive impact play.
They just felt that one coming. Third down and long. Those defensive linemen are in that sprinter stance. They know the offense is going to have to throw. Great job of using that athletic ability and speed to get after the quarterback to come up with that sack.
The offense trailing here in the second half. This is a crucial fourth down try.
Here we go.
And he'll set up to throw. The pocket breaking down. Can't connect downfield, incomplete, and a turnover on downs.
Oh, my gosh, a drop pass here on this fourth down play. Everything was perfect. The execution is there. The route is nice. The ball is on the money. All he has to do is catch it, and it's a first.
Oh, and he fumbles. The offense falls on the fumble, keeps possession.
Wow, that's just big-time awareness by his teammate to be able to scoop up that ball like it was a ground ball. As a result, the offense retains possession.
Second down play coming up.
Come on, set.
And they'll run it out of the shotgun. So back-to-back plays, nowhere to run. This defense all over their running back so far.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Nothing going with the running game on those 2 plays. Now it's 3rd down and 10. Looking to throw. It's Lagway. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Think about this, Chris. These guys have been working since January of last year to get ready for a dream season. They've had that. Now they're here so close into the postseason and the playoff, working with the lead. It comes down to a 3rd down. They do their job, convert. Now they keep working that clock and getting so much closer to advancing to the next round.
They're going to run it here. And they finally stop him, but a decent gain that time.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on 1st down, that's a win.
Single back, takes the handoff. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Oh, that's a play you dream about as a defender. He gets penetration and times that hit up perfectly in the backfield.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a 1st down. He'll drop back here on 3rd down. And that pass rush has trapped him into sack.
Well, they're making this offensive line really think and communicate. Bringing different blitzes. This time the outside linebacker gets to the quarterback. It comes up with a big sack for the D.
And the Gators will bring their punt team onto the field. And on 4th down, the punter sends it away. We'll see if he can make a play on this return. And the coverage team makes the stop on this return. And the Oregon offense is back out on the field. Last time out there, they got stopped on 4th down, but it didn't cost him anything. Let's see what the mindset is here. The pass is intercepted. Can he take it all the way? And he steps out after a nice return. What a momentum shifter this could be.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
Offense makes their way on the field. Didn't quite get the playoff in time. It'll be delay of game. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage.